MK1 Kuga, basically changing the brake caliper. I'm using this kit. I've now fitted the brake caliper on previous videos and it's linked to the wheel. This is a pressurised kit into the brake fluid. Right, this is for an MK1. 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30. I've now replaced this in previous video. I'm going to try and add to it. As you can see, this was the old brake and the piston wasn't going back. Even with the laser wind back calipers and pushing this back when you go back down, and so it means that the new brake pads when you fit, these are the old ones. As you can see, a lot of wear and tear. And it took me roughly about 8 minutes to fit this caliper. 8 minutes. I had to cut the brake cable. It's a brake cable here, so basically the handbrake doesn't work anymore. But basically I'll be getting a new brake cable soon. Actually, that will not help the pressure. Try to relieve the pressure through the car, but how am I meant to do that if this is on? This actually stops the brake fluid from pumping out too quickly. Now I've got the wee device on. Technically when I turn this, it should start leaking fluid. Oh, see that wee spit there? See how it's spitting bubbles? That's actually bleeding air out the system. Which that's not actually quite good. There we go. Oh, still bubbling away. There you go, now it's just tripping for the bottom because I've now listened a bit too much now. Tighten it back up. That looks like the air's kind of popped out it. This fills the caliper up, the piston caliper up with brake fluid inside here, inside the chamber. So basically touch the brakes, allows the vehicle to stop. You've got to prime your brake calipers. If you don't, your vehicle just won't stop, especially if you put a new brake caliper on. And once it's there, tighten it. Looks like it's just fluid that's coming out, that's what I want. Get a wee wipe the cloth, make sure it's all clean. Let me get a wee extra tighten. I use old spanners to do this as well. Why waste my good ones, eh? And that should be it, hopefully. So basically it took me 8 minutes to build this up. It took me about 3 minutes to take the wheel off and about 8 minutes to get the caliper off, 6:30 in the morning after night shift work. So it didn't take long at all. I suppose every car's different. This brake caliper's probably been on the car for about 10 years. And the reason why is, I don't know if they could be recycled or no, but their piston here, where the thumb is, that's no winding back, even the specialist tools, it's clearly screwed up. So that's knackered. No good to man or beast. Once I get the new brake cable, it'll always say it'll feed in here, and it'll feed somewhere through here. Well, I don't know what I put on the new, but anyway, because the new brake cable's gone on it. But basically the brakes will no work. Looks like the next strobe's the springs. My god. What fun and games with this car, eh? You know, getting another 2 years out it. An MK1 Kuga. 2009 plate. If I even get another couple of years with it, I'll be happy with that. And that's it. Only 8 minutes to actually strip the brake caliper off. First time I've actually done it on this car. It's not really that hard. Your brake dust guards are pretty much knackered as well. Pretty much everything's knackered on this car, but it's probably passable. It's not any worse than any other car out there. I'll get another 3 years and this car will probably need to be scrapped. But if I get 2 years with it, I'll be happy with that. What a difference between the old and new one. This has been 10 years on probably. I bet they've not been changed since there, and a generic part for it here. Basically match up with this side. It's the exact same. The generic part, this was 36 quid. Literally only took 8 minutes to actually install. I'm actually quite shocked. And that's it. Just try and burst or frayed your cables, and always use these on your pipes. This stops basically the brake fluid from flowing even faster. And that's all I can say. This is a kit here for hydraulic brakes and clutch bleeding. Piece of piss, dead easy to use. Basically put your wheel back on. Looking good so far, just about need to clean up the wheel a wee bit. Put your wheel back on. Anyway, I'll put them in. Once your wheels nuts are on. Sorry for the slang in this video, just try to do it quickly. I've just finished a 10-hour shift, so it's obviously just try to make a video quickly on how to do this. But as you can see, the wheel's turning, so that's good news. Make a wee bit of scoring noise, but that'll soon settle. At least it's good that it's turning. I'm hardly even putting pressure on that. See that? So that shows it is turning. And what you want to do is release it about a third, right? Here. So now that the wheel's in, don't release it all the way, just a wee bit, so it applies pressure. There we go, and then you want to go around it again. Once you've relieved it a third of the way so the wheel grips a bit better, you want to release this totally all the way down. And that's it. Should get to move this now. Now I've moved that, you go around it again, tighten it again, so it's totally secure. And that's it, totally secure. But as I says, the handbrake doesn't work anymore. So clearly, I should be able to just push this car back. See what I mean? See how it's rolling back? Rolling away for the brick. I'm pushing that because there's no handbrake now, but I'll need to fix that later. But overall, MK1 Kuga took me 8 minutes to do the back brake. First time making a video on doing wheels, so hopefully this is helpful to anyone, and I hope you enjoyed it.